Hi friends, welcome to our channel, and now I am going to discuss about the operators in C. What is the operator? Operator, it is a symbol. Like to do the mathematical and logical manipulations, then we use the operator, then only compiler can understand. So now in this operator there are few operators is there. So in this video we are going to see about arithmetic, assignment, increment and decrement, relational, logical, conditional, comma operator, size of, bitwise and other kind of operators we will look into this video. So first I am going to discuss about the arithmetic operator. In this arithmetic operator we have two different types of operator. They are unary operator and binary. What is the unary operator is, like we will use this unary operator with the only one operand. Suppose if you are taking x plus x minus y, these are not doing the operation, they are just values. For example, minus 3 plus 2, like this. It's not doing any operation here, it is the value assignment. And then binary. In binary we have five operators. Okay, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and then modulus. We all know about the addition, subtraction, multiplication. When division and modulation, these both are little bit confusion when it comes to the data type of the variable like int, float. So I am going to discuss about these things. Along with that I am going to discuss this addition, subtraction, multiplication also. First I am going to take the positive values in integer. Okay, in int a equal to 17, b equal to 4. I am taking these two values. Now I am going to do the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. So first we'll write expression and then here result. Okay, now I am doing a plus b. A plus b, what is the result of that? 21. A minus b, what is the result? 13. And a into b, it is 68. And a division by b, here what will happen? Here 4 point something value will come, but it is the integer type, so it won't consider the decimal values. It will truncate the decimal value. A modulus b, here what will happen? That modulus will give, like that remainder will give. Suppose 4 16, remainder is 1, so the result is 1. And one more thing, we can't use the modulus for floating numbers. Okay, now I am going to take full float only, like float a equal to 12.4, b equal to 3.1 I am taking. Okay, and here we are going to do these operations here also. Expression and result. Okay, to write a plus b, what is the result will be? 15.5. A minus b, it's 9.3. and a into b, 38.44. and here I am going to do the division. Previously as we discussed, In integer we can't get the decimal value, but in float we can get the decimal value. If you do it the division these two values, you can get 4.0. And as discussed before, we can't use the modulus for the floating point. For floating point we can't do the modulus. And now I am going to tell you, if suppose one value is float and one value is integer, then how we can do. Okay, now I am going to take int a equal to 12 and b equal to 2.5. Okay, and then now I am going to do all these things again. Here expression and result. Okay, here we are going to do a plus b, a minus b, a into b, and a by b. Now sometimes mixed, we call it as a mixed mode arithmetic because we are using this float. So here we are going to add this value, addition 14.5, subtraction here we are doing, and this multiplication and division. A by 8 is 4.8. What is the advantage by using this kind of mixed mode arithmetic, like floating point and one integer? Sorry, here we have to write the float. So what is the thing is, we can get the exact value. See here it have to come 4 point something, but we can't get the exact value here. But if you use one float and one integer, you can get the exact value. See here, to both are float, but here value is 4 only. So instead of these things, if we use like this, one integer one float, it is also an advantage. As before I told you, here we can't use the modulus. Suppose you can get a doubt, if the decimal point is came down or up, what any difference in that result? No. For example, if I take 5.0 by 2, okay, what will we will get 2.5 as a result. If we take 5 by 2.0, this is also same. So for this both we will get only the 2.5 only. Now we are going to discuss about the assignment operator. What is assignment operator? A value can be stored in a variable using the assignment operator. That is called the assignment operator. I will write here. A value can be stored in a variable using the assignment operator. So we all know what is the assignment operator. Assignment operator, it looks like this. Okay, now see what will happen. X equal to 8, take it is as a left and it is right. This is a variable and this is the value. Value, it must be on the right side. Right side, it's not a value, it's if it is an expression also, whatever is there in the right side, it will assign to the left side. So I will give you some more example, like y equal to 5. Okay, now I am going to give the expression like this. Now these all are variables only, but it is in the expression, so you can assign like this. Now what is the value here? S value 13. You can assign like this also. Suppose if I am assigning y equal to x, this is also correct only. Like now y value is 8. Like this also you can assign the value. And one more kind also we can do, like see, same variable name we can use inside also, like 5. Okay, we should not use like this without declaring the variable. Initially here we declare the variable x, then only we can use. If you give like this without declaring the x value, then it will be shows an error. We have to declare the value first. And this thing we can write like a compound assignment operator. Compound assignment operator is like this. So this is called a compound assignment operator. If we put the semicolon at the end of this assignment operator, we call it as a assignment statement. This is about the assignment operator.